everybody. This is me, Meera, and I welcome you back. Tell me one thing. Looking at this board, do you think that, oh, I will not watch this. I already know these sentences. But hold up. Because if you're saying that you know all of these sentences and you know them, you think that they're right, then you need to go through this lesson till the end because, guys, all of these are wrong sentences right here. I have picked up few common grammatical errors that English learners make. In fact, English speakers usually end up making while speaking in English or while learning English. I have identified those for you and I will tell you how to correct them right here. So let's begin. My good name is. Do you find yourself saying myself or my good name is? My good name is Meera is incorrect. Then what is correct? My name is Meera. Or just keep it simple and say, I am Meera. Simple. Now this, I don't want you to do, especially for people who are going for job interviews or placement interviews. Try and avoid introducing yourself on the phone or personally as my good name or myself. Keep it simple and keep it right. Moving on. I am 30-year-old. What? Are you a 30-year-old bowl? A bottle? No. Usually when human beings are telling for how long they have lived, it is always plural. I am 30 years old. Do not make this mistake. I am 30 years old. Or you can also say, I am a 30-year-old lady. Here I have taught you to use a and use singular form of year, which is just without an S. I am a 30-year-old lady. You have to make sure that you complete the sentence if you are using a and year. Moving on. My cousin brother, my real sister. Well, I will tell you what. Remember this and fix it in your head that in English we only have cousin or we can have cousins. And then we can have a sister. Don't use words such as my blood sister or my real sister. That doesn't mean anything. That just means you're trying to prove something that is non-existing in English. So all you can say is elder, right? Younger. Or just keep it sister. Or just you can probably add an adjective, my annoying sister. Right? But avoid saying my cousin brother, my cousin sister. It's just cousin or cousins. Got that? Moving on. Me and my friend. I and my friend. We usually end up saying me and my friend went to a park. Me and my friend were partying. Well, I will tell you what. You will never use me and my friend. First of all, it is always polite to introduce others in your sentence. So what is the right way to say it? My friend and me. And the real grammatical reason for this is that whenever you have a sentence such as the teacher gave my friend and me the homework, the sentence has to be complete without any disturbances. For example, the teacher gave the homework well, let's change the sentence. The teacher gave the homework to my friend and me. Here, if you cut the sentence, you can still complete it. The teacher gave homework to my friend, full stop. The teacher gave the homework to me, full stop. And that is also how you can combine the sentence. Another reason why, my friend and me. Similarly, my friend and I. That is how you would use it. Moving on, guys. I will give you an information. Information starts with the letter I. It obviously comes in the vowels. So you would think, obviously, there's a vowel there. I will put an as an article. But hey, information belongs to uncountable noun. You cannot count it. That's a rule here. And to be able to complete this word, the typical way of understanding a vowel is that it has to be in a continuous, free-flowing flow, the sound of the word. But here, in is the sound, making it a word or a noun that you cannot use an for. Okay, it is uncountable, and here you cannot use an. Moving on. I will give you information. Add an adjective. I will give you some information. That is something that you can probably add. Some. Right? Great. One of my friend is going to NASA. All right. What's the problem here? You might think there's no problem, but there is. Let me tell you what. Whenever you say one of, literally, I'm not joking, my ears pop out whenever anyone says or uses one of. Because whenever you are using one of, that means you're talking about a lot of things. Out of those many things, that one thing is what you're talking about. My 5 fingers. 1 out of my 5 fingers. Plural. Similarly, one of my many friends. Remember this. Fix it. It's going to help you. Whenever you're using one of, always know that there is plural coming immediately after that. One of my pets, one of my friends, one of my brothers, always plural. Will you remember that? Perfect. Let's move on. Let's go for walking. Now, what's the problem here? You cannot use verb plus ing when you're looking at for. Why? Is because there is a rule for it. Instead, the right way to say it, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for riding is also incorrect. Will you remember this? Because this is easy. Great. Moving on to the next sentence. I drove my bike very fast to reach here. Now you are seriously doubting if I'm saying the right thing. But I am, because a very tiny mistake. Bike is always ridden, not driven. And that is how this sentence becomes incorrect. So, I drove my bike very fast to reach here is incorrect. I rode my bike very fast to reach here. It's the past tense of ride. Did you get that? Yes, it's not a grammatical mistake, but it's a vocabulary mistake, and that also comes under grammar. Okay, let's go ahead. He drives for his office every day. Again, he drives for his office every day is not the right sentence. Why? Because for is not the right preposition here. What's the right preposition here? And that is to. This is the correct preposition here. He drives to his office every day. He drives to work every day. Here, whenever you talk about another movement or a motion, that is where you use the preposition to and not for. I hope you would remember this because we are moving to the last mistake which I have for you guys today. The flight is leaving in 10 minutes. Now, we have a tense problem here. What is the tense here? The right tense to use here is present simple tense. And why? Because whenever you're talking about any schedule, a timetable, a pre-planned activity, you would use present simple tense. And this sentence automatically becomes: the flight leaves in 10 minutes. Right? So, we have converted this sentence, which is a pre-planned timetable scheduled activity, and made it into a present simple tense. And that is the correct way to go about it. So that is all I have for you guys today. I have so much more to share with you. So I'm going to come real soon back right here to meet you, to talk to you guys, to share more thoughts. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, spread love. This is me, Meera, signing off for the day. Ciao!